Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Raihan, and now you're listening to Codevcast. So today we have another special guest in our room today. Please shout out to, please welcome to Devlin Duldulao. Hello, Devlin. How are you?
All good, brother Raihan. It's
Yeah,
I'm glad to be here guesting.
thank you. First of all, thank you very much for coming by in here. I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate your time. Yeah, thank you very much. So,
Okay. Yeah.
uh, I met Devlin like last year. We met at IGS Singapore, right? So
Mm-hmm.
before that, I also know him like very active in community JavaScript conferences. He also author write a book, so I just maybe we can get like learn from his stories. Maybe our listener out there want to learn uh, how you started with the community, how you getting first in programming in the first place. So I want to know about the story about that. But before we like jump into that to the topic, maybe you can introduce first what you do, where you're from.
Oh yeah. So I'm a full stack developer, but mostly doing front end now. Nowadays, I am currently residing here in Oslo, working here also for 6 years now, more than 6 years. Yeah, so originally from Manila, Philippines, moved here, first company, first until now. It's all good all good here, working here in Norway.
Amazing, awesome. So yeah, maybe let's get started with like how did you? I mean, when you did you first start career and your programming in engineering? How the story began? I mean, in
I
the
think
first.
I started this in 2013. Actually, it's not programming, it's more on building WordPress websites and editing PHP application for the sake of doing SEO. So just adding text in the title and description and adding meta keywords. But I don't know much. I'm just self-taught. But I had to spend money in improving my skills, JavaScript after a few years in SEO and building WordPress websites. Uh, yeah, just to improve my career. And also, I think that the time I was thinking of working abroad, and there's no way for me to find a job in Europe or in United States or in somewhere in Australia if only it's SEO and WordPress. It has to be like a full-blown, let's say, JavaScript front-end developer or back-end developer. So yeah, I went to a lot of crash courses, spend a lot of money, but those money are from my second job. Because currently that time I was a nurse in a military hospital for 5 years. So I'm doing nursing, but salary is not enough. So in Southeast Asia, it's very small. So it will take you a lot of months to just be able to buy an iPhone. So I decided to do side hustling, a lot of side hustling, and one of them is SEO because I heard it's like oh paying SEO specialists with this amount of money, like just editing this like what? Like I can do that. It's like okay, that's not that hard. I might have to deal with this like hard job and then only this payment. So that's the start. And then thinking of maybe I can work abroad and earn much because suddenly I keep hearing earning a lot. So basically, the motivation is financial motivation and changing work culture, improving myself. So my target is to just to work abroad, and if I fail for 2 years, I can come back with better resume because I will have an experience in abroad. But here I am, still here, been living here now
That
6 years. So yeah.
I see. It's actually fun fact. Like, interesting. I mean, you actually self-taught developer, right? So do you actually
Mhm.
have like uh later on then you finish your degree as computer science also?
Oh, that's a good question. So I finished first the like like an RN, a registered nurse diploma, bachelor in science. Also, while doing that and while side hustling, there's also a university I went, but they have a program that I can do online. I think I'm one of the first for very busy people and who lives far. So I went to a university and did applied for an online course, telling them I'm working here. I just need a diploma that I might need one day if I'll be crossing borders because some countries prefer that you have finished computer science or IT. So yeah, luckily I used it because I cannot also do the physical. I was like thinking of doing it. But the traffic in Manila is bad. I'm just gonna spend a lot of hours in on the road, and I'm also working as a nurse and also doing a lot of building WordPress. So I don't have much time for that. I can only do it um, like whenever I want to. So, but they're strict. There's like camera there. So I was able to finish it. Um, yeah, in less than 3 years because I already did a lot of subjects in my nursing. Um, I yeah. So,
I
but
see.
also while doing that, doing a lot of meetups in Manila, and after a lot of meetups and blog posting, also got my at the same year with my diploma, I got my Microsoft MVP award, and I tried applying abroad, and somebody in here in Oslo was interested in doing an interview since I have experience. I'm also doing a lot of workshops. My business grew into a workshop and a course, crash course. So after a few years of me paying a lot for to because I don't have any mentor, so I need someone to ask, and I need to learn how to code, and then ask them question, and then after a while, after a few years, I managed to do it myself and start training also people in. I started with the Xamarin, teaching them mobile development. Yeah, so along with that, invest in MacBook, invest in keep investing because I'm doing also a lot of workshops and it pays well because the company had to spend a lot of money for skills improvement and that's a requirement. So they have a budget to spend. So I just go there, train them sometimes 2 days, sometimes 3 days, sometimes 5 days if they have a lot of budget. So
Yeah.
5 days in a row, teaching them anything they need to know.
Kind of
And
it's interesting that the story that how you in the first in the beginning journey you into the programming, you don't know anything about the programming, uh and now you like like creating a content for people to like workshop like courses, books,
yeah.
etc., to
Mm.
people also learning about the programming. So how did you find the resources to learn back then in the beginning in your first journey?
Internet, YouTube, and keep doing going to crash courses. Different. I think I took a lot of all the crash courses, the physical crash courses, workshops in Manila that I can take. And there were also times that I would fly down to the south to Davao City because I know someone who's really good at this, and I spent there 3 days paying him, and then he's teaching me anything I need to know because he has that good experience, and I have the money that time, and told him I want to fly there, and I can pay you this, and I just need 2 days of your time to teach me anything, and like Saturday and Sunday. So those are extreme ways. But in the beginning, I don't have money, but of course, I'm using the money that I'm earning from my customers in building WordPress and SEO, and keep snowballing it. Earning a lot also in SEO, which is good. Easy task. And retainers fee is good also because they have to pay you like every month. You
Mhm.
just maintain the rankings. And yeah, so whatever it takes, I do what I can do with all my resources, even though there's no mentor, which is hard. But yeah, that's actually what's my advice would be.
Yes,
When you're like
exactly.
starting, you need to
Yeah.
find a mentor because the mentor will help you pick the topics that you have to, and don't spend a lot of waste your time. And then during those years, those are the years that I stopped going to birthday parties. My friends and my families stopped going out. So basically, just 2 to 3 years of me coding 12 hours a day, learning 12 hours a day. And my mom would, always stop me that I don't go out. I don't, but because I'm
Okay.
building my future, right?
See. Uh-huh.
So 3 years not seeing some of my friends, yeah, which is hard. But yeah, you have to choose between you know, but I did a lot of social activities before, but at that moment I need to change something because I need to settle for what's best for me, and that time during nursing is really not enough. It's a hard job. It pays low unless you go to abroad, which
Yeah,
is you get a lot of money when you start working. For example, USA, Canada, Australia.
exactly.
The problem is still hard. You get money, but it's still hard.
Exactly.
That you have to be awake until 7 in the morning, and I tried that. Even coffee, 5 coffees wouldn't help me, and it's
Yeah.
really annoying for me to gonna force myself to sleep,
Yes.
even if because I need to sleep because I'll be working for this long of hours, and I need to tell my body, hey, can you like shut down and sleep for 7 hours or 6 hours because it's hard. It's I cannot
Yes.
just force myself to sleep.
No pain, no gain, right?
Yeah, yeah. So those are like painful
All right.
days I have to decide for myself, and yeah.
So for people out there, listener out there, it's possible right now. I mean, it's really possible to self-taught yourself to be a developer, right? I mean, with the bunch of resources that right now
Mhm.
available, is this possible? Really possible?
Mhm.
So the best advice that you can give for them, like find a mentor, and what else do you think, like,
Uh,
to narrow it their journey to make it easier?
Find a mentor, and then just use free resources that you can use. YouTube is good content, and then follow them. Of course, there's a ceiling for that. That if just keep watching, keep watching. You need to try coding, and maybe while you're watching them, you try also how they code. Do it on your machine also. It's gonna take a while because you have to pause the video, and
Yes.
you have to write while so you can follow them. Those are the things that I did before also, like just following them, and
Mhm.
then start building your own. Start uploading it to GitHub just to get used to it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of and go to meetups also. Free meetups in your city. If there's like
Exactly.
meetups in your
Yeah,
cities, you're in
conference.
a major cities. those free meetups in meetup.com or what I used before. There's a lot of apps and websites where you can when organizers post free meetups, and there's like free dinners there sometimes. So
Yeah,
good to
exactly.
go there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
find a mentor and get also to the community, right? Speaking of the
Mm.
community and the conferences, something like that, I want to know like when you start to the into community, what make you encourage you to start share your own thoughts and programming, something like that, to the conferences.
Ah, yeah. How did I start? I think I just started asking the speakers and the organizer, hey, if they'll be interested, I want to try it. It's just me. I want to try standing here speaking, and what are the topics? Said like, yeah, you can do this. Or I think I started also with lightning talks, like 5 minutes. I just want to be like 5 minutes there. I don't want to stay there for 1 hour because I don't have anything to say. I'm just scared also. So maybe for 5 minutes is okay. Just like quick tips, tricks, something like
Exactly.
that. And then from 5 minutes to 15 minutes, then 15 minutes, and there's like 30 minutes presentation, then 30 minutes to 45 minutes presentation until I get to the 1 hour, full 1 hour live demo. And then, okay, this is good. And I think I can do this as a business also, like teaching. And since I'm an SEO expert that time, I started building my own WordPress websites with lots bunch of React training, Angular training, or Xamarin training, and I started getting calls from different companies
Mhm.
because I'm on the top. So I used my skills to make my business because I'm helping I've helped a lot of companies before to uh to get into the top of search results, and the business they're having that time also grew up. So I was thinking, if I was able I was able to help a lot of companies before, why can't I use this for my own business? So I used it for SEO website, and then yeah, for years it's companies, big companies are calling me if I can do workshops for them to teach them like Angular, React, or Xamarin,
Amazing.
.NET. Yeah, sure.
So it
Yeah.
start from you offers yourself like, can I share the talk? Like, amazing. Now the company searching for you to to mentoring them to do talk.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. But
So and
I
I
still
s-
have
yeah.
to do a lot of
Mhm.
work, like preparation. And again, I don't go out much that time. I don't have any. My hobbies is just go. My mind is, I need to run faster. If a normal developer would work 8 hours a day, I need to spend 16 hours in my computer coding and learning just to fast track myself because I just started new, and I want to feel like I'm a senior developer, but and in in return I have to spend this time if I want to do that, and keep watching best practices and build a lot of things. So yeah. Yeah, yes, yes, your question. What is question again, sir?
So how manage how you did you manage everything like
Manage time.
yes.
That time management is scheduling. Like you have to be good at scheduling.
Do you like
Um,
have used certain tools for notes everything?
on not during that time. I don't have any notes. I just put things in calendar.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, but it would be better if I've learned how to write notes. I
Amazing.
use notes. It's just yeah, there's a lot of apps now that's is really good for management. I think Wanderlust also, it's a management tool before that I use.
Mm.
Yeah, like those like simple to do at
Ah,
the
yeah,
also plus calendars. Yeah.
amazing. So I heard you also like uh creating a writing book while a pandemic like few years ago, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah, how's
already
the
here in
story?
Norway.
How's the
I was
story?
already here in Norway. So I came here June 2019,
Uh-huh.
and then the pandemic is around February, right?
Yeah.
And pandemic that time you cannot go back, you cannot travel, basically, and
Mm.
it's kind of boring because I don't have any families here. Even though I want to go back to meet them, so I need to make myself productive. So I think that time, yeah, I decided to write a book about Vue.js and .NET. At that time, also,
Amazing.
I'm working already here. Yeah, just to use my time properly, and it's a lot of work. At that time, there's no AI that can help you.
Yeah.
The editing is back and forth. The way I write English, that it's a lot of errors that the editor must send me. You cannot say like this. You need to say what. So yeah, aside from researching back end and front end, and also like learning how to write properly and the way to express yourself. It's
Amazing.
a lot of yeah, a
Awesome.
lot of work. Yeah, it took me 10 months before I released my first book, which is and back then, I think before I release it, I had to update a lot of packages and some of the things I wrote because 10 months releasing, it's already a lot of things happened in front end and back end, so you need to like the last edit.
Exactly. So right
Yeah.
now, are you like planning to write a new book or something?
Um, I don't know. Never say never. But I already did three, which is something about Vue.js, Angular, and React, which is the topmost front end frameworks, and the top two um, back end
Mm.
enterprise framework, also Java, and because the Angular is Java and the other one's .NET. I'm more already satisfied. And I also did a book review, so I also tried that because okay, they a real developers reviewing my book, and that the two. By the way, I didn't write the other two books alone. I did it with two other people because
Mm.
I noticed it's a lot of time, and it can be divided the chapters if you have a co-author. So let's say you have 20 chapters, gonna be like 10 chapters for you, 10 chapters for another one. So that would be better.
I see.
So
Amazing.
only my first book is the one that I wrote alone, and then I learned a lot of things there because it's is not it's not
Yeah.
easy.
The total is like three books, right? Like Angular
Yeah,
one, Vue. I see it at Amazon.
yeah.
Do you have like any conferences near this year, or maybe like
Yeah.
next year?
Next this year, yeah, I next week I'll be in the Netherlands
Wow,
or
amazing.
Frontman, yeah, yeah. So one day conference, I'll be talking about Tailwind CSS and how it can make you productive and the whole team productive in writing styling your app. Yeah. And I have one in Thessaloniki, Greece. That would be in November. Oh yeah, to this October. After the Netherlands, after a week, traveling to Milan, Italy for Tauri demo, and
Oh,
then after that, gonna be November-ish because it's in October 30, the third one. I will be in Mexico, Guadalajara.
okay.
Gonna be the first time in Guadalajara, Mexico, and then after that the November one, which is Thessaloniki, Greece. Oh, I have another one, so it's five. I have one in December in Lithuania
Amazing.
also.
So many full books, right, for this for the conference this year. Maybe next year we will have another much more conferences.
Hmm.
Maybe back to the Southeast Asia. Let's see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Just like in Singapore, where we met. It
Yeah,
was fun, traveling back in Southeast Asia.
I see. Do you see like I want to talk about the technology that hot right now. What the
Mhm.
technology you are most excited about right now?
Technology, I'm
Yes.
excited.
Maybe
Oh,
outside
the
web
models.
development or something.
I would say the AI models, they're
I
just
see.
getting better and better, and it help you to finish more
I see.
task backlogs today. Yeah, I can say like I use it now. I use it a lot, and I notice just way faster in terms of finishing the task that your project manager or your scrum master or your could be like your team lead gave to you. So before you can I can finish, let's say, one task, but now let's say I can finish four tasks in a day,
I see.
which is very,
Amazing.
yeah, it's very productive.
So,
It's yeah.
you see, like, do developers like need to focus on scale? What right now needed to focus like since the AI
What
coming, some like you said mentioned before.
they still have to focus on the architecture and the way you write the best practice way of writing code and the features.
Mm,
It's same learning, but I would say the reason you need to know the for example the documentation or whatever is the AI models, they hallucinate. They write stupid codes also. They just think of it that they're your senior developer and their junior developers. You need to the way you talk to AI is the way you also like talk to your junior developers. Like, oh, you know what? The problem is here when you're debugging because they AI is not perfect. It's most of the time it's wrong, but you have to guide them that, oh, the bug is here. You made a bug and the bug probably here because of your experience, it probably here. And then the AI, oh, you're absolutely right. It's here, and then we're able to fix. So yeah, you really need to know the technology. That's why you need to try it yourself. You need to write clean code. It's hard if you're gonna rely in AI models, especially if you're a junior developer, because you don't know if the AI models is doing it wrong, right?
exactly.
Maybe I would say if you're a junior developer and you're using AI models, uh, you need to have a code review in your pipeline before you get or whatever
Merge, yeah,
before you
yes,
get merged
merge.
or yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah
agree
the
with that.
and and the test the senior developers should check how you write components. Are you writing
Mhm.
10 different components in one file because the AI did it? Something like that. They need to be able to review the code because it's very important. Um, in Otherwise, you're gonna be like spaghetti code that oh yeah, it's running and then it's buggy and then it's hard to maintain because you didn't spend much time. You fully relied on the AI model. So yeah,
Exactly.
so yeah, use VS Code. There's a lot of models in VS Code. I tried also Windsurf and Claude. Basically, they're all also like VS Code, and VS Code also have a lot of features now. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, maybe we don't for junior developer we don't need to rely much about the AI thing stuff because they made mistake as well. So yeah, you need to
Yeah.
also focus with the like Devlin said earlier is really I agree with that. So
Mm.
maybe time flies. What's the last question? It's be like what's the biggest achievement you want to pursue in next milestones in next years maybe?
Achievement. Ah, so I've been speaking already, wrote books.
Maybe build your own
Maybe, yeah,
startup.
yeah. Yeah, again, because I did it in Manila, why not here?
Exactly, amazing.
But yeah, I'm still I need to learn the language here. Yeah, that's why the reason we moved this schedule, right? When you message me, I was like, brother, I'm busy because I'm still reviewing for my language test here. I need to pass it, but I'm not that fluent yet. Maybe one day it's gonna be my achievement if I became fluent with the language here and be able to set up my own workshop business for companies because yeah, it's a good business, and I think it's still gonna be that way. Companies have fund, and actually they use it in conferences also, and conferences have workshops. So some conferences, some people go there, some developers go there, but not everyone. A lot of developers also want just to stay in there. They don't want to go to any conferences. They just want to go to their office and go back home. Not everyone likes to go to conferences, and companies decide, sometimes they decide to just do the workshop in their own building. So there's a market for that. Yeah.
Amazing.
Then
Yeah.
yeah, I can do
We
that
hope
also.
we see you success, always success, right? For all the plans you want to achieve. Yeah. Thank you so much once again, Devlin, for coming to this conversation.
Mhm.
It's really nice to talk with you. So yeah,
Mhm.
hope you guys learned something from us. Thank you for listening our episode. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Thank you, brother. Thanks. Thank you, guys. Bye.
All right.